Hello there. So yeah, well, today was really, really interesting because uh, I just, I think like now I can say that I really, I'm understanding what is happening. I like I just I did one dial like to see how like if everything is working, and I was like, man, like, what the fuck is happening with me, right? Like, why am I, not doing this shit? Why, what happened? And then I just, that was really good, like, very simple, but I just stopped, like, no cell phone, no notebook, no nothing. Just, you know, looking to nothing, to the horizon, like, quiet, like, enjoying the silence. And, I was just, like, still, you know, being still, just uh, quiet. And then I log into the Go High Level account, like for you that don't know, it's the application we use, like it's the program we use, it's the tool we use to call the business and do all that boring shit. I log into that, did just one dive to see. I was like, it's just because of this that I'm afraid, and then I review all the videos, all this shit, all the videos I've recorded, and I was just impressed. You know, it has been only 2 months. Yeah, the first video was in 2022, uh, 22nd, 22nd of August. That was the first video. Ah shit, I have to improve that my English. The th sound. Oh shit, I'm struggling with that shit. So that's why I'm you know trying to speak more slow, so I can get the sound right. But yeah, I review I reviewed everything, and like because there's no guessing. There's no because it's just fact. Because I was just analyzing my words, everything that I was saying, and then like put that into Chat GPT, and then you can see the magic happening, right? And that was like really interesting. And I realized because the bot told me that I'm really how it said was I'm really like my self judgment like it's just too much, too much self judgment, too much self. Mm, there's I think there's other words, but like pointing out to the wrong things. That's the only thing that I'm doing, and it's not like I'm saying like, yeah, I think I do that unconsciously, and then when I do these videos, I say those things, and I'm just focusing on the negative. Like we as human beings, we do that, but I'm doing this a lot, and probably that is fucking me up. And yeah, too I'm too much emotionally attached to the outcome. Yeah, like and it's crazy because like there's no way I can like counter argue counter argue against that. That's that's the truth, right? And man, yeah, when I make a mistake, it's like I'm attaching that mistake to my identity. Like that only mistake to my identity. Like if I mistake, I'm a failure. But it's not that. It's like that mistake is the part of the process. And like of course I just come to be self aware now. So this is gonna take a while. Probably yeah, some time for me to really internalize that. And yeah, I've no, I think all the pressure, the pressure, like I'm putting this into myself for no reason, like over my head for no reason. There's no reason for that, and it's interesting, you know, when you can really see what is happening, and yeah, I won't say that. No, like tomorrow I will like do like two 25 trillion dials. It's not like that, but I'll I'll do my best. All right, and once I build evidence, and then I build because yeah I learned that with Layla, Layla or Mosey. So you can, for you to be confident, you gotta build evidence, and the way you build evidence is through the practice volume. And I was struggling. Okay, because like that's all they're thinking. I'm thinking too much. I'm always trying to like for no reason I have to know like it is important like to know why, but not always. Sometimes you just gotta do the shit and that's it. And I'm stuck in this cycle of, oh no, but I gotta do this perfect. That's my problem, And like now I can see. I was like, shit, but I gotta do this, I gotta talk like that, like, and then I don't start because I want you to do perfect, but it's never gonna be perfect, unless I do the first move, and I will make mistakes, and that's okay, but no, I gotta like internalize that, And like other thing that I noticed is that like most of the video, like in the first video, I was so happy. The first time that I passed through the damn gatekeeper, I was so happy. I was like, shit, man. Like I'm happy about like even though like now I'm not that happy, but yeah, man, I was happy when I did that. Like I was proud of myself. Yeah, proud of myself, and yeah, man. And yeah, but going back to that, so you can be confident, you gotta build evidence. The way you build evidence is through practice, and you gotta do a lot of practice. So you gotta do a lot of volume. But I was thinking, okay, if I don't have the evidence, how can I make the first step? Because that's the hardest. And then, that's good. Like when all the knowledge is there, you build your own thing. Like I have bigger, like I really have a great, like a big vision for the future. Like way too great. And then what? Like when you see that, it's like shit, man. It's too difficult, right? Because it's so, like so vast, so great, so how do I do that? And then you get discouraged to start. And then comes to the insight. The insight. You break that into little pieces. So instead of me like I'll do 100 dials, let's go like a toddler. Like I learned that with Alex. The best way for you to learn, like to teach someone, is like they were a toddler because that's the way we learn. Like even when we are adults, we learn as a toddler. Like it doesn't change. Like our system is wired that way, right? So you gotta break into small parts. So, for example, uh, simple example, order a pizza. For example, how would you explain that to a toddler? So you would say like, yeah, you pick the phone, like you unlock the phone, you click into the symbol of a telephone, you click there, and then you click the numbers of the restaurant. I don't know if that's the correct word. And then you click to the green button and you wait. When they answer, you say hello and your name. Like that's like you're explaining to a toddler, right? And then if you would explain for an adult, like why we have to do this like in this abstracted way, like for be confident. Like what the fuck am I gonna do? Like be confident. Like I heard that shit a lot. Like be confident. Like how? You know how? Just be confident. Like this is not gonna help me. But now, how would you say that to a toddler? Well, here's the way that I would do it. Okay, first of all, be straight. You know. First of all, second, breathe. So you can be more calm. Third, think before you speak. And like that's the way that I would do to a toddler, and that's the same way that I would do to adult, right? You break into small parts, and then for example, 100 dials. Like okay, but the thing is, like the first step, like because the first step is the hardest. I was like, oh shit, let's break that. So instead of 100 dials, let's do like this. Go to the go high level. Enter your sub account. Go and click into the contacts. See the button? Click the button one time and wait. They will answer and then you run the script. So you break that like this monster, this abstracted thing, even though like it's simple like 100 dials, but like in your mind, like oh shit, break that into a simple system where a child can understand, and that is way more easy. And yeah, I think that that system is way more interesting for me now. And I'm learning. Like every day I'm learning. Even the days that I'm not being productive and like yeah, that's the shit. I'm just demanding a lot, you know. I'm demanding a lot for no reason, you know. Of course I want to be great and all of that. But for what? Now is sort of the questioning, right? And yeah, I think like this is very normal with younger people, right? I notice that because like I'm young and like every time we start something new, like we're so excited and we want to be the number one. I don't know why. So the first time that I was training like boxing, some like related to fight, I want to be a fighter. Why? You know? And then I remember like, the first time that I went hacking, you know, hacking, get into the systems. I want to be the best hacker in the world. Why? You know, like always changing. And like when I entered to the gym, I was like, I want to compete, and that like I got kind of close to that. You know, yeah. I mean, I was very disciplined back then. It's not that disciplined because I liked the thing, but yeah, I got close. Like with sales, it was the same thing. No, I want you to be the best salesperson in the world. Why? You know? Yeah, yeah. Like you demand so much of yourself for no reason, you know. And yeah, and that's other thing that I'm thinking about, like the ego, because like I mentioned that a couple times since the beginning. Like the ego is important for a lot of things. You gotta know how to use it, how to utilize that. And yeah, he's stopping me for like because I don't want to fail. Yeah, and like when I say that out loud, clear, sounds pathetic, right? I want you, like, I want to succeed, but I don't want to fail. I can't get like this one without the other. So I gotta fail, and I gotta accept that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that framework. Like, if you were talking with yourself, let's say like there's two people. Like the way you talk with yourself, like in your head, if that voice was a person, would you like that person? Like, would you invite that person to your house? Would you go like uh, to uh, have a drink with that person? If the answer is no, you got a problem there. And I was just thinking, like, would I? Probably, probably, but not for so long. I wouldn't like to, talk like for 3 hours with that person. Probably half an hour, and I would be like, yeah. So yeah, I gotta improve that relationship because, I mean, this relationship is until the day I die, literally, literally, literally. It's like for real, man. Like I will die being me. I mean, there's no way I can change that. So yeah, I think that's the most important relationship you have. Like we have, like you were born with that, and like deal with it, right? Yeah, I mean, I think I can even breathe better now. Other thing I was analyzing, like I was really, you know, I was really. In the beginning was in August, August, no, September, but I got this video of August of my shape, and like it was terrible. There's no, that's the truth. And I started, I get back to training in the 10th of September. Yeah, I recorded the video in August, and then I got back to training 10th of September. And now we are in the 22nd of October. And I was like, oh, okay, there's a slight difference. I was like, okay, okay. And then it's good. And then I just, today by the end of the training, I was like, man, there's a lot of, like, this is a real thing, like a real study. There's a lot of people that, like the percentage of people that get in shape, is way lower than the millionaires. So if you're in shape, like the chances of you getting in shape, like a really good shape, is high, like is more difficult than being a millionaire. So if you are in shape, chances are that you have the mental frameworks to be a billionaire. I was like, shit, man. If I can get in shape, I can't because it's about discipline. It's about doing like controlling yourself. Like what you're eating, uh, going to the training, like whatever, fighting, running, gym, whatever. It's controlling yourself. So if you can do that for an extended period of time, you can like make money. And I'm not even talking about being a billionaire, but you can make money. And like I got in shape like 2 times already. First time I didn't have nothing. I just eating less, training more, and like it worked. And then I was in the 95, and then like I was really bad shape, uh, broke up, those kind of shit. I really got in, like the best shape of my life was back then. Like back then I had the nutritionist and all that thing, like really good shape. And then I lost that because I stopped going to the 95, and then like I wasn't making any money anymore, and like now and then I got fat, and here we are, right? And that was probably in August, uh, when I realized that I was like really in a bad position. And then watching a video of Alex, like there is this click, the fallacy of uh, uh, of the I'll start with X, you know. So I was like thinking like wait a minute. I was thinking like I'll only start training once I get the money so I can get in shape, but that doesn't make sense. The money itself is not gonna make me get in shape. What's gonna make me get in shape is training more, eating less. And I was like, I can't do that. I have to go to the gym. I was just like creating this in my mind. And then I realized that this is bullshit. It's BS. Bullshit, completely. And then I got back to training. At my home, heavy bag, skipping rope, shadow boxing, and I got a balance. And measure my food. Like every 2 weeks, I reduce 5% of calories. And like it's working. It's like it's not a bad result, but it's better than just eat and do shit and like get more fat and like and me being in shape. I can't do that. I already done that twice. Like I have evidence, so I have the confidence of doing that. Yeah, yeah. It's really interesting, like to get out of my system. You know, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. But yeah, the things that are starting to make sense for me now. That are starting to make sense. You know, and if you put that in a larger narrative, like in a longer time frame, I mean, it's just, it's not that, like, if this was, like, an episode of Breaking Bad, normally the episodes of Breaking Bad is, what, 45 minutes? Something like that. If my whole journey, like, of sales and, you know, being an entrepreneur, let's say, like, this episode, like, this part, like, these 2 months, is just, like, the first 3 seconds of the episode. So there's still a lot of things to go, a lot of things. And yeah, I gotta continue playing, right? The movie, the game. I must continue playing. And I think now I'm organizing my mental frameworks to do that. So yeah, man, that's it. Take care.